Hello guys, I'm Cheriyan. Today we are going to learn the derivative of algebraic function, derivative of sine functions, derivative of cosine function, derivative of tan functions. Okay, let us start. Derivative of algebraic function. What is algebraic function? See, x to the power 7 plus 8. This is an algebraic function. What is sine function? Sine theta, sine x is a sine function. What is cosine function? Cos x plus 3 is a cosine function. What is tan function? Tan x. These are trigonometric functions. Today we are going to learn, or today we are going to derive the formula of algebraic function, formula of sine function, cosine function and tan function. Okay? Okay, let us start. Algebraic function. There is y equals x to the power n. This is an algebraic function. Okay? See, our formula is dy by dx. We are going to find out derivative of y with respect to x. Dy by dx, y is equal to x raised to n. So dy by dx is equal to, what is the formula? Limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x. This is the formula. Okay? Just remember, delta y by delta x. We are going to find out delta y by delta x from this equation. Okay, just remember, first find delta y, then delta y by delta x, then limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x, that is dy by dx. So these are the steps. First find delta y, then delta y by delta x, then limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta. Those are the steps. So first I am going to give a small increment on y plus delta y equals, when I give delta y here, the corresponding increment on x is delta x plus delta x, the whole raised to n. Again, first find delta y. Delta y equals x plus delta x raised to n minus y. Minus y. Y is what? X to the power n. Okay? Then delta y by delta x. Delta y by delta x. Dividing throughout by delta x. Okay? Delta x. X plus delta x minus delta x. So you don't need to give that, because let's see, x raised to n minus a raised to n by x minus a. Okay, just leave it. Then limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x is equal to limit. When we put limit here, put limit also here. Okay, limit delta x tends to 0, x plus delta x raised to n minus x raised to n by x plus delta x minus x. See, this is dy by dx. This is what we need to find out. Okay, when delta x tends to 0, this one becomes x to the power n minus x to the power n is 0, by when delta x tends to 0, x minus x, that is also 0. 0 by 0 form, then there is a limit value for this function. So how can you expand x plus delta x the whole raised to n? We need to expand that binomial expansion. That is, there are two terms here. So binomial expansion. Binomial expansion is, see, a plus b the whole raised to n. This is the formula. That is binomial theorem. Okay, a plus b the whole raised to n is a raised to n plus n into a raised to n minus 1. First term is a raised to n, here a raised to n minus 1. Second term we need to introduce b, second term b, plus nc2 means n into n minus 1 by 1 into 2 a raised to n minus 2 b square plus etc. The last term is b raised to n. That is the binomial theorem. I am going to erase this one. That is the binomial theorem. So y is equal to x raised to n. This is the binomial theorem. So you need to introduce that one there. Limit delta x tends to 0, x raised to n plus first a raised to n. A raised to n is x raised to n. Here, what is a here? A is x to the power n, plus n into a raised to n minus 1 b, n into x raised to n minus 1, b is what? B is delta x. Here b, in our problem, b in the place of b, delta x, plus nc2, we don't need to write that, etc., minus x raised to n divided by, this is delta x, this one cancel, delta x. See, I'm going to, if you write the second term, that's good, n into n minus 1 by 1 into 2 into x raised to n minus 2, x raised to n minus 2 b square delta x square plus etc. plus etc. minus x raised to n. See, this is binomial expansion. Binomial expansion. What is the last term? Last term is delta x raised to n. See, b raised to n. B is delta x raised to n. Okay, then x raised to n cancel out. Okay, then what is the common factor here? Denominator is also delta x. So we need to take out delta x as a common factor. Limit delta x tends to 0. When you take out delta x as a common factor, what are the leftover? What is the leftover here? N x raised to n minus 1. N x raised to n minus 1 plus, see here, n into n minus 1 by 1 into 2 say x raised to n minus 2. When you take out, x raised to n minus 2. Delta x is a common factor. So here delta x square, so delta x. Then all the term contains delta x. The last term, delta x raised to n minus 1, because we are going to take out one delta x outside. So delta x, what is the leftover here? Delta x raised to n minus 1 divided by delta x. Delta x get cancelled. When you cancel out the numerator and denominator, what you need to do? Just put the value here. Wherever you see delta x, put delta x there. So delta x is here. Second term cancel out. Third term cancel out. The last term also cancel out because delta x is there. So all the term cancel out except the first one. So that is the answer. That is n x raised to n minus 1. That is the derivative of dy by dx of x raised to n. Dy by dx of x raised to n is n x raised to n minus 1. See, d by dx, y is what? X raised to n. X raised to d by dx of x raised to n equals n x raised to n minus 1. That is the formula. Wow, very important formula. See, for example, what is the derivative of x raised to 7. 7x raised to 6. What is the derivative of x raised to 11? 11x raised to 10. See? This is just derived. Now take a paper and pencil. Write down all these 2-3 times. This is very important. If you don't know the binomial theorem, just remember this. A plus b the whole raised to n, a raised to n plus n. No, I am going to take that binomial theorem later. Maybe after the calculus, I am going to take binomial theorem, or I don't know. Okay, this is the first derivation. Derivation of, what is the differentiation of the algebraic function. Okay, next, differentiation of sine function. Differentiation of sine function. Y is equal to sine x. Y is equal to sine x. See, here also we can start. What is the formula? Dy by dx equals limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x. That is the formula. We are going to find out delta y first, then delta y by delta x, then limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x. That is the method. Okay, first y plus delta y equals sine x plus delta x. Okay, then we need to find delta y. Delta y equals sine x plus delta x minus y. Y is what? Sin x. You understand? See, when you move this y on the other right hand side, this is positive y. When you go to the other side, negative sin x. Or you can subtract minus y on both sides. Okay. Now, I'm going to simplify this. What is sine c minus sine d? Sine c minus sine d is 2 cos c plus d by 2 times sine c minus d by 2. That is the formula. 2 cos c plus d by 2 sine into sine c minus d by 2. Just apply that formula here. Delta y equals 2 cos, what is c? C is this one, x plus delta x. This is c and this one is d. See, this one is d. X is d and x plus delta x is c. Okay, what is, when you add x plus delta x and x, you get 2x plus delta x. X plus x is 2x. 2x plus delta x by 2 c plus d divided by 2, then sine x plus delta x minus x, delta x by 2. Okay, then after delta y, right now we found delta y. The next step is delta y by delta x. Delta y by delta x equals 2 cos 2x plus delta x by 2 sine delta x by 2. Okay, divided by delta x. I am going to write delta x here because we are going to find out a formula for this one. We know that limit delta x tends to 0, sine delta x by delta x equals 1. It's a formula. Or limit x tends to 0, sin x by x equals 1. Both are same. Okay, here, but there is no 2 here. So divided by, we are going to put, we are going to add 1 2 there. So the value will change, so you need to multiply 2 here. So this one, when you apply a limit, this one becomes 1. Okay, so you can cancel out this 2 and this one, this 2. Okay, now I am going to write limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x equals, see, I am going to put delta x equals 0. So cos 2x by 2, cos x. This one is 1, cos x times 1. So what is this? That is derivative, dy by dx. dy by dx equals cos x. So what is the derivative of sin x? Cos x. Got it? See, dy by dx equals cos x. Derivative of sin x equals cos x. Okay. Next. Next, y is equal to cos x. Derivative of cos x. Now we are going to derive derivative of cos x. Okay. Y plus delta y equals cos x plus delta x. Okay, here also first find delta y, then delta y by delta x, then limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x. That is the method, that is the procedure. First delta y, then delta y by delta x, then limit. Okay. Now delta y equals cos x plus delta x minus y minus cos x. Delta y equals cos c minus cos d, another formula, cos c minus cos d, 2 cos c minus cos d, minus 2 sine c plus d by 2 sine c minus d by 2. That is the formula. Minus 2 sine c plus d by 2 sine c minus d by 2. Okay, that is the formula. Okay, here. So I am going to simplify this. Minus 2 sine x plus delta x plus x, 2x plus delta x by 2, then sine c minus d by 2, sine, when you subtract these two angles you get xx cancel, delta x by 2. Okay, divided by delta x. Divided by delta x. See, we just did this before, right? So delta x by 2 times 2. So this one becomes 1. When you put the limit, you get 1. You can cancel out this one right now. So limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x equals, say, when delta x tends to 0, minus sine 2x by 2 x minus sine x, this one becomes 1. So dy by dx equals minus sine x. What is the derivative of cos x? Minus sine x. Derivative of sine x is cos x. There is no negative or opposite. Positive cos x. Derivative of sine x is cos x. Derivative of cos x is negative sine x. Okay? Got it? So you need to learn this formula. Minus 2 sine c plus d by 2 sine c minus d by 2. See, you need to know the derivation, and at the same time you need to learn it by heart, the formula. All the formulas, trigonometry, calculus formulas you need to learn. by heart. That is more easy to, when you do problems, that is easy. If you know the formula, you can do it faster. So you don't get time to derive the formulas at the time of exam. So you need to learn everything by heart. So next one, the last one, y is equal to tan x. Okay guys, you know tan x is sin x by cos x, right? Cos x. So you need to apply that one also here, okay? First, y plus delta y equals tan x plus delta x. So y plus delta y equals x plus tan x plus delta x. Delta y first, then delta y by delta x second, then apply the limit. Limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x. Okay, here delta y equals tan x plus delta x minus y minus tan x. Okay, delta y equals, what is tan x plus delta x? Sin x plus delta x by cos x plus delta x minus, what is tan x? Sin x by cos x. Next, take the LCM. Delta y, what is LCM? Both are different, so just multiply the LCMs. Cos x plus delta x. So this is the LCM. Then what will be the first term on the numerator? So when you multiply this one here, cos x plus delta x, cos x plus delta x cancel out. Cos x into sin. I'm going to write sin first. Sin x plus delta x, cos x, then minus. When you multiply the LCM here, cos x cancel. Then sin x, cos x plus delta x. So what is this? Delta y equals, see, there is a formula, sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. What is that? Sin a minus b. That is a formula. Here, sin, what is a here? A is x plus delta x minus a minus b. B, what is b here? B is x. See, this is a and this angle is b, and this is a, sorry, this is b and this is a, both are same. Okay, so x cancel out, divided by cos x plus delta x. Okay, so delta y equals sin delta x divided by cos x plus delta x. See, cos x plus delta x. What is next step? Delta y by delta x. Dividing both sides by delta x. So, when you put limit on both sides, what is this? Sin delta x by delta x is 1. And at the same time, you put the delta x here. Delta x is equal to 0 there. So next, limit delta x tends to 0. Limit delta x tends to 0. That is what we need to find out. This one becomes 1. 1 divided by cos x. This one is also cos x. So 1 by cos square x. What is 1 by cos square x? 1 by cos x is, that is the reciprocal of cos x is sec x. So here c square x. So today, so this is the derivative of tan x. Tan x, derivative of tan x is c square x. Today we learned d by dx of x to the power n equals n x raised to n minus 1. That is the first derivation. Second one, d by dx of sin x cos x. Then d by dx of cos x minus sin x. Then d by dx of tan x c square x. See, these are the formulas we derived today. Tomorrow we are going to derive sec x, cosec x and cot x. Okay guys, thank you for listening.